Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Marjorie Taylor Greene, otherwise known as MTG, does not like Donald Trump. She used to love him. Remember when they were buddy? Yeah, man, they couldn't get enough of each other. Was always up on each other, hugging on each other, kissing on each other, like they were at a singles bar, or maybe at Epstein Island or something like that. But anyway, fam, let's stay focused here. Yeah, so there's an article in The Hill that talks about how Marjorie Taylor Greene recently went off on Trump. Yeah, she used to be a rep, but the reason why she stepped down was because she was under tremendous pressure after she had the audacity to question Trump's policies. Yeah, fam. Oh, man, it was bad. So check it out. Former Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene said Donald Trump, your president, Make America Great Again slogan was a lie, saying his first year back in office was focused on obliging wealthy supporters. I think people are realizing it was all a lie. It was a big lie for the people. What MAGA is really serving is this administration. Who they're serving is their big donors, Greene said in a Wednesday interview with radio personality Kim Iverson. The big donors that donated all the money and continue to donate to the president's PACs and donate to the 250th anniversary and are donating to the big ballroom, she added. The former Georgia representative recently resigned from Congress after airing concerns over the future of healthcare premiums and the war in Gaza, citing fractures within the GOP and falling out with Trump and MAGA despite years of loyal support for the president. Did you hear what I said, fam? Years of loyal support for the president. On Wednesday, she said the people who truly benefit from backing Trump are financial benefactors, telling Iverson, those are the people that get the special favors. They get the government contracts. They get the pardons, or somebody they love or one of their friends get a pardon. Since the start of the second Trump administration, the president has encouraged wealthy sponsors to provide private contributions for his political endeavors, including the construction of a White House ballroom and the celebration of the 250th anniversary of America's founding. Okay, fam, let's switch gears for a moment. I mean, we're going to switch gears, but we're still on the road, fam. We're going to switch gears and go take it up a notch here. So what we have here, family, is a failure to communicate. We got two people who are horrible people who are at one another. And this is the thing about people who are evil. There's an old saying, there's no honor among thieves. Absolutely, there's no honor among thieves, and there are no honor among the wicked. We're talking wicked as they come, both of them. One decides that she's upset with the other, and so she's going to call him out. Finally, she breaks because that's who. All of them are really narcissists. All of those people that run in that circle, they're all narcissists. And at some point, their narcissism will reveal itself, and they just won't be able to take it. That's why Trump and Elon Musk fell out. Two egos, egomaniacs. It was only a matter of time before that relationship imploded. And we said that. Everybody knew that. Everybody knew that about those two. Everybody knew that. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene said that it's the foreign countries. They are the ones running the show here. It's the major big corporations and what is best for the world. That's really what MAGA is. We're seeing war on behalf of Israel. We are seeing the people in Gaza, innocent people in Gaza, hundreds of thousands of them completely murdered so that they can build some new real estate development. Money can pour in and everybody can get rich there in New Gaza, she told Iverson. So that's what it's really about. That's what it's always been about. It's not about the American people, but the majority of American people are so slow. The majority of American people are so dumb. You could tell them anything and they'll believe it, as long as it comes from these so-called reliable sources: ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CNN. Come from any one of those and they believe it, because they believe and they trust people who wear suits and nice dresses. You put on a nice pantsuit or, a regular man's suit, nice dress or whatever, and, got your hair done and everything, got your makeup on, and cameras are rolling, and you just start talking and they automatically trust whatever the hell you say. That's America. That's Americans, most of them. Most Americans don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. And this is why Trump is behaving the way he's behaving. This is why the rest of these politicians behave the way they behave. Most politicians look at people, look at citizens, look at voters, look at their constituents as fools. They don't respect you. They do not respect you. They do not respect us. They don't. If they did, we wouldn't be in the position we're in. If they did, we wouldn't be having all of these technological advances and still dying young, when the trajectory was supposed to be, the projections were supposed to be that we were going to be living a lot longer. So they started saying, hold on, we can't have that. They living longer? Hell no, we can't have that. We got to start putting something in this food. We got to put something in this food, because we was living longer for a minute. And then they were like, hold on, we got to put a stop to that. Let's start putting something in the food. So they started putting stuff in the food and the water supply. Yeah. And that wasn't happening fast enough. So they said, you know what? Let's give them the jab. Let's stick them with something. We can't have these healthy Americans running around here. That's why they were so much against free health care. Hold on, man. We're not trying to heal people. We're trying to kill people. Yeah. Evil, wicked people. The money is in the medicine, not the cure. These people are wicked. They care nothing about you. You're only good for the votes. If they didn't need your vote, they wouldn't even say the American people. The American people, they love to holler, the American people. Everything that they do, every lowdown thing that they get involved with, every atrocity, they love to end it with, and God bless America, and the American people, and the American people. They don't give a damn about the American people. It's all one big hustle. And as George Carlin said, it's one big club and you ain't in it. That's the game. And I don't understand why more people don't see it. I'm online a lot. I'm reading some of these blogs and I'm seeing people leave comments as if every time these people do something stupid, wicked, they just act like it didn't even happen. And they'll deflect and say something like, well, what about Obama? What about Biden? Obama, Biden. Do y'all know how y'all sound? Do y'all have any other words that you can use? Any kind of, you don't understand that you sound redundant? You sound like a clown. You sound like a parrot. All y'all got the same cut and paste responses. What about Obama? What about Biden? Well, the Democrat plantation. Next time somebody tell you something about the Democrat plantation, and I'm not saying that it ain't a Democrat plantation, but next time somebody say something about the Democrat plantation, make sure you remember what plantation you on, since that, because that's what, because there's a yin and a yang for everything, right? There's an opposite to everything. So if there's a Democrat plantation, there's got to be a Republican plantation, because we see how they get played. We watch in real time how they get played, especially these black Republicans who run their ass to the White House and take a picture with Trump and be riding for Trump and all this stuff. And then when it come time for some rewards to be given out or some type of recognition, they get overlooked. They don't get invited to be a part of the cabinet. They don't get invited to speak at the convention. And I'm talking about some of the ones that everybody know. You never hear them out in the front speaking at the conventions and things like that. But as long as they get their picture with Trump, man, that's their life. I bet they be like, ooh, man, that's something else, man. Anyway, family, you know it's a problem. You know the world is off its axis when Marjorie Taylor Greene starts making sense. No more talk.